So you're going to lie down on your back. The tendency is usually that we come too close. I usually say lie down on your back, bring your feet onto the pedal, and then try to pull the pedal all the way down. And then once the pedal is down, you'll figure out, am I too close or am I too far forward? So if I find I'm in a good position, maybe just an inch back or so. But if it was not a good position, then you could just lift the pedal up and scoot wherever you need to go. And then start over. So right here, bringing the feet onto the pedal. If the pedal is lower to start, this is much easier to grab with the arches. Sometimes we try to grab it with our heels. I would not recommend that. So the feet have to plantar flex, have to point a little bit to grab it. Now, if the pedal were higher, that would be harder to do. If it were lower, then it would be easier to do. So that is one factor to consider. And then, like I said, you pull the pedal down. And then you find your 3-point contact. So whenever we want to be in a neutral spine, you have the back of the head touching. You have the bra strap line or the opposite side of your sternum bone, of the tip of the sternum bone touching, and then your tailbone. Again, so we're not imprinting the lower back into the mat, but we have a tiny little gap underneath the lower back. Okay? And your arms are just resting comfortably by your side. And I'm already working because I have to keep the pedal down here. And then you'll just lift one leg up into tabletop, trying not to rock the pelvis from side to side, and bring it down. And then lift the other leg up into tabletop and bring it back down. So yes, there is effort to push the pedal down. You see that it sometimes wants to come up a little bit. Okay, so that's my hamstrings and my calves here working to keep it down, but it's also my spine and my trunk and my abdominals and my back muscles working a little bit to stabilize the pedal. But then on top of just keeping the pedal down, the even more important aspect of dead bugs is that you're not rocking your pelvis from side to side here like that. So if we're not paying attention to the position of the pelvis, then one leg lifts up and we might tip, right? Or we're tipping usually to the side where the knee lifts. And that's what we want to avoid. So as a cue, think about keeping your sacrum very still, centered on the mat instead of rolling from one buttock to the other. You can also think of both buttocks being equally weighted on the mat as you lift up.